Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Frank bringing you Set 5 KTF versus Samsung. I officially have my first viewer. It's 9:02 in the morning, and yeah, I'm starting to cast live on Vent. So if you guys are interested in following along here, then let's do this. I know at this point that the John 747 videos are a little bit off from the VODs that I'm going to be watching. So I'll just give a countdown, and you guys should probably just leave it at the countdown, and then I'll start there. But anyways, this is KTF Flash versus Jangbi, and this is going to be an awesome, epic match. I have no idea who's going to take this one. I heard from some people that it was going to be good. I actually heard from some people who wanted to cast with me that it was going to be good, so I apologize to them I guess I would say ahead of time, but this is like, behind time? I have no idea what you would call that. But anyways, this is going to be epic. I don't know what the map is yet, like I've been saying on my other videos. I have no idea what map this is going to be. It's... Okay, I'm going to 3, 2, 1, 0 for syncing purposes. And we're going to see the map in a second here. Okay, so it's going to be destination. Flash is starting at the 12 o'clock position, and Jangbi is starting at the 6 o'clock position. Flash, the teal Terran player, and Jangbi, the yellow, I'm pretty sure I saw, Protoss player. On this map, oh god, I'm looking for so much epicness, to be honest with you. I know Jangbi is completely capable of taking control of the game early, and I know he's capable of putting on pressure, and I know Flash is completely capable of dealing with pressure like that. So we're gonna have to see which player gets the better of it, because I have no idea who it's gonna be. I mean, Jangbi just has epic shuttle reverb micro, and I know that Flash has just epic turret placement, epic defense. I mean, you can't discredit him on anything. And Flash now sending out 2 SCVs here, one for scouting and one for building, starting off the wall. And that's actually a very early scout. You usually don't see a scout that early. He's just checking for cheese. Yeah, this map, cheese is actually a viable build. Even for going into the late game, it's a viable build. So yeah, that's a pretty good idea, checking for the cheese. Although the cheese could have been a little bit further than where Flash checked. You never know. I mean, it could be further, but I think if it's a little bit further than that, I think Flash is just saying, you know what, if that Zealot has to travel an extra 3 seconds, I'll be ready within that 3 seconds. I just didn't want it to be, you know, right in my face, and me be completely incapable of dealing with it. But fortunately for Flash, there is no cheese. There is a very standard build coming out of our Protoss player Jangbi, and gas is now going up for our Flash. So going for a pretty standard opening here. We're gonna have to see if he goes for either the fast expand or the the tank build into fast expand. I know this map specifically is very good for a 10-15 gate build. Not very good, but it does have the option for it because of the way the wall-in works. You're allowed to just stand on the top of the ramp and actually maneuver your Dragoons around, and I've seen Jangbi do it. And actually there will be some cheese, as we're seeing here. So we're probably gonna see a proxy robotics facility. I can only assume. I think Flash is gonna have the game sense though to know about this. He's just gonna know that there's something missing in the base here. Yeah, he knows that there's supposed to be a pylon out there, so he's got to know. He's going to expect it. I think he's going to go scout around for it eventually, and if he doesn't, like I said about Flash's turret placement, he's going to know the timing of this build. Yeah, and actually, if you look at the way Flash is scouting right now, he is actually looking for it, and if you see the look on his face, he's like, you silly little wabbit, you're hiding something from me, and he is. So yeah, he's just gonna. I think Flash is gonna keep that scout alive actually for a very long time. And usually the Protoss player doesn't throw anything down until the scout is dead. And apparently that the mascot for KTF there is having some kind of attack of some sort. I have no idea what the hell that was. I usually am the one to say that I don't mind the KTF mascot, but what the shite was that? But it looks like usually what you do with a proxy pylon like that, a proxy robotics facility, is you want to put down your tech outside of your base before. You just want to get it down that much quicker and that much closer to the Terran base before the Terran player destroy or sees what you're doing. Because if the Terran scout stays alive in the base, you have to wait and wait and wait to put down your tech so that they don't know what you're going for. Or you could just put it down and cancel it, but then you lose some minerals and it's just not worth it. But if you put a proxy pylon out in the field like that, you usually want to throw your tech down in a proxy position where you don't have to worry about something like that, and you could just kill it off, or you could just not kill it off. You could just throw it down, and it's fine. The tank is now out. However, for Flash, his scout has died. I did not mention that. The tank is out, and Jangbi is just not going to be able to do much here. Flash is going to position that tank pretty well on the high ground there. He's going to be able to shoot down at those units or shoot across at them now as they come in. He's target firing the Zealot. Don't necessarily agree with that. You really want to scare off the Dragoons. The Dragoons are the real threat as they can range across the wall in. So and he can hit the tank there. I'm assuming siege mode is going to go up. So we're just going to have to see there. And that tank, I think, is... No, I saw something in the red there. Yeah, it was the Zealot. I thought it was the tank for a second there. Jangbi going to back off now that he does not have the Zealot to take the fire from the tanks there. So he's going to back off, relieve some of that pressure off of Flash's face, and just going to bring it back home. Ugh. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to deal with all my disgusting habits. Also, if I start itching and if you catch it on the mic and it sounds like something gross, like flaking and like something gross, it's not. But if it sounds that way, you guys are just gonna have to put up with it because I'm doing this pretty much. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing this live, and I'm doing something like 50 sets. So deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I have no analogy for somebody dealing with disgusting stuff. I guess it's like going to a nursing home. You know what I mean? Like, you get that good feeling of putting up with or of giving support to the elderly, but at the same time you gotta deal with diapers of old people and stuff like that, and like it's just not a happy thing. Anyways, Flash has secured his expansion now. He's got turrets all around his base. Pretty good turret placement. Unfortunately, on a map like this, he can't have the kind of turret placement that he would have on a map kind of like Medusa, where the Protoss player just would not be able to get in at any angle with something like 4 turrets or something like that. I've seen Flash do it. It's just disgusting. So it's not as great as he would want it, because the Reaver can just land and take out a turret, and it's just completely screw up the defense. But either way, we saw Flash play earlier, or at least I did for the time being. As soon as I put this on YouTube, I can say we, but we have seen the Flash play earlier and play a little bit unstandard. He did not build as many units as he needed to in that other match, and I think in this match he's not going to fall victim to that. Both players are playing very standard, I must say. I would say Flash played a little bit less standard in his other game than Jangbi played in his. But that's because Jangbi is just that solid of a player, and Flash actually has the balls, I guess you could say, to play creatively. It looks like the shuttle is coming in here with 2 Zealots and a Reaver. Maybe those Vultures might be able to spot it, but no, they're not going to be able to spot this.